Peace. What's good? This is your brother C Knowledge, aka Doodlebug from the world famous Diggable Planets.
Hey yo, this your man CHJ of Duck City. This your man in the cut of Duck City.
Hey yo, this is Ed Dav.
Yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Hells, yeah.
Rockin' Yellow in the building, and we turned up.
Yeah, it's your boy Neff Dallas, and I'm rocking with the Mixtape Show.
To the Mixtape Show.
Mixtape Show. Mixtape Show.
The Mixtape Show.
The Mixtape Show.
My main man, DJ Kawan.
DJ Kawan.
DJ Kawan.
With DJ Kawan, blessing him like the Holy Quran.
Fire Rock Zone, Kawan J.
Let's go!
Sessions, and we got the homie calling in. We're gonna talk about that project, that Rock Stories by AESOP. The homie Rockwelz calling in, man. And first of all, my brother, man, congratulations on this project, man. This joint is dope, bro.
Man, most definitely, man. I appreciate you. DJ Kawan, man. It's been a long time coming, man. The people receiving this project right, so most definitely they're honing into it.
Definitely, man. Last time we talked, you had just released the LL New J joint, and we're not even a full year, man. You got this joint out here right now, man. So, Monopoly Family, man, you fellas been putting in work, man. So, how's it been feeling for you guys, man? You guys are putting out consistent work, consistent projects, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, it definitely just shows our love for it. You know what I'm saying? We love making music, we love performing, and we love putting our message out there. And yeah, man, LL New J was fire. That was just a free EP throughout there. So it's crazy to think about it. As much music as we've been making, but this is my first real solo album. You know what I'm saying? It's on all platforms and everything like that. So yeah, I definitely wanted to come correct and give some people a long-standing project that they could listen to for some time, and you won't get bored from, because it's. I'm saying? The stories are pretty intense and pretty detailed. So, I'm saying? I'm sure you got to listen to it a couple of times to really catch everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, man. I was about to say that too, man. You kind of took a different approach on this one, man. You kind of went with the, like you said, it says it in the title itself, Rockwelz Stories. How did it feel kind of crafting this project, man? Because it's a full theme of just you kind of telling some street tales and just some personal stuff too, man. How did that feel putting this together?
Yeah, I mean, nah, for sure. I definitely want to showcase the storytelling aspect of hip hop, because I feel like a lot of times those are my favorite joints off of the artist albums that inspire me. So I definitely wanted to kind of bring it back to that essence in a sense. that storytelling essence. Your Slick Rick, your Nas, your Big Puns, your Biggie. You know what I'm saying? I just love those stories, those detailed stories. Mobb Deep. You know what I'm saying? And it just came together real crazy. And yeah, it was just humbling, man. It was just humbling, man. Just the features I was able to acquire on there. Again, Fred the Godson on there. Shout out to Mike West for pulling together that Prodigy verse for me. And yeah, man, it's just it's known the Monopoly Family on there heavy. You know what I'm saying? We definitely have to represent. It was just a great feeling, man. Getting it out there to the people, man. I definitely want to touch on a couple stories that, a couple partners of mine that's not able to tell their story, whether they're not around or locked up right now, that they couldn't share their story. So definitely wanted to, try to showcase their story as well.
Definitely. And it's kind of dope, man. Like I said, we don't see this type of album come out these days. Like I said, with the storytelling and you just kind of observing what's going on in your environment and actually telling that story, you know what I'm saying? Because everything is real visual with the lyrics. So to me, that's a whole different atmosphere of being a lyricist, because anybody can put words together. We see this now with the the mumble raps and all that. So anybody can rap, but it's kind of like now you're setting yourself apart, you know what I'm saying, from the genre now, where you can actually separate with the storytelling thing, like you said, like the Slick Ricks and the Nas's and all that kind of stuff, man. So it's a dope project, man. It's a dope project, bro. So
yeah, I think it's a cheat thing. I didn't want to cheat anybody out of anything, and I feel like it's a cheat to think that people don't have the attention spans for, you know what I'm saying, for 12 stories, you know what I'm saying? So I don't like to think that way. They didn't have as much diagnoses as they do these days, where they say ADHD, ADD, this, that. every excuse in the book for, you know what I mean, for these kids to not pay attention. But
Yeah,
I feel it's just a cop out. You know what I'm saying? We got to come with the content, and you know what I'm saying, the technology's there, so maybe we just have to deliver our lessons to the youth a different way.
Definitely. So how long, I know, like I said, last time we talked, you had just released the LL New J. So were you still putting this project together at the same time, or did you start a little bit after that?
Yeah, I actually had songs for this done, you know, kind of in between that LL New J project, even before that LL New J project came about. And, you know, I kind of just sat it on the back burner because, you know, I didn't have a full project to release with it. And, you know, I definitely wanted it the stories to stand strong on their own, but to have it cohesively make sense together. You know, so, you know, being that the stories were all so different and so vivid that I was coming up with, I was like, you know what, this almost feels like you know, like a fables tale, like where, you know, like the stories by AESOP, where you had the different, you know, different fables all pieced together in one collection. So, you know, it's not necessarily a chapter book, but it's, you know, different fables put together.
Gotcha. So how about we kick it off with this Rush Hour joint featuring Mouth from Monopoly Family? What was the thought process behind this when you put this one together?
Oh, yeah. That was probably just inspired by just, you know what I mean? Shout out to Nam Nitty who produced that. Shout out to Mouth who jumped on the track with me, you already know. Yeah, that just came together. I must have been watching a lot of Goodfellas and a lot of old school gangster, you know, robbery movies and stuff like that. You know, I was just feeling real action-packed that day, and I definitely wanted to make the story real vivid. And I didn't, the beat knocked so hard, I didn't want to just, sometimes when the beat knocks, I feel like people feel like you can get away with not spitting bars or not going as hard because, you know, the beat just already knocked, so you don't need to, but, you know what I'm saying, I definitely wanted to, you know what I'm saying, make it come together where you're like, oh man, like you really hone in to the story and the beat knocks, so it feels crazy, especially when you're in the car and you're moving. That goes a little.
Definitely cool, man. Well, how about we started off with the Rush Hour Traffic joint featuring the homie Mouth from Monopoly Family. We got the homie Rockwelz calling in for the Mixtape Show listening sessions, listening to this album that he just released here, this Rockwelz Stories by AESOP. And we'll be right back, man. And I got some follow-up questions after that, all right?
Cheer.
All right, let's go.
Off the Remy, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, plus I'm going off the Henny too. I'm gonna get the paper, can't be laid up when you a paper chaser. Right now I'm gone off the Remy, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, plus I'm going off the Henny too. I'm gonna get the cheddar, got no time to play house, I gotta get it. Yeah. Here I go, speeding through the Lincoln Tunnel, call from the Connect, and I told them that I needed duffel. Fiends itching, scratching straight, fiending for a double dose. Got the cold swimming in some pussy, had a super soak. Racing to the money straight, swerving on these niggas. I've been drinking, I've been smoking those, I knows I gotta get it. All I know is I've been broke before, worse is when you sober. Since then I'm stacking paper, don't know why, but I'm getting closer. Got some Xannies and some Molly, X pills all triple stack. White boys rocked up, I ain't talking Nickelback. Got them off quick, got the paper for the real. Can't keep the plug waiting, Mexicans ain't tying me up in the basement, they impatient. If I fuck around, they don't wanna hear shit. It's going down, check my rear view, and I look around. Either I'm bugging or I'm hearing helicopter sounds. Gone off the Remy, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, plus I'm going off the Henny too. I'm gonna get the paper, can't be laid up when you a paper chaser. Right now I'm gone off the Remy, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, plus I'm going off the Henny too. I'm gonna get the cheddar, got no time to play house, I gotta get it. Bumping Gated Green straight, racing to my stash house. Chopper on my lap, thinking who could be a rat now. Made a left, made a right, helicopter hovering. Damn, I could be paranoid. Am I high? Am I bugging? Either way, can't take the chance, can't take the charge. Parked the car on the bridge and I took a jog to the bus stop. Hopped in, black van following, my bag held tight. That my cash and my chopping. Hop off the bus, so the black van sped up. But nah, it ain't the feds. Oh damn, Mississippi. setup. They shooting and I'm shooting too. I bust a shot, driver side of the vehicle. They start swerving, lost control and then hit a pole. And then exploded through my chopper in the flames, and I'm gone before they close in. Made it to my stash house somehow. Light up, turn on the news. What's going down?
We are hearing that there are 3 victims. The suspect is still on the loose, not in custody. We don't know a whole lot about what happened right now, but you see a significant police presence that is somewhat evidence as a part of this shooting.
Gone off the Remy, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, plus I'm gone off the Henny too. I'm gonna get the paper, can't be laid up when you a paper chaser. Right now I'm gone off the Remy, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, plus I'm gone off the Henny too. I'm gonna get the cheddar, got no time to play house, I gotta get it.
I was laying up with this thick thing, rubbing all of her thick frame. About to get me some mean brain when goddamn my phone rang. She looked at me like hell no, you better not answer that cell phone. Bitch, it's my bro rock, now get dressed and get going. You never call it this hour, nigga. What you need, small manpower? This new shit I just got could've knocked down them Twin Towers. Hold on, why you breathing heavy? Say the word, you know I'm ready. Something big or something petty, I'm pulling up in that old Chevy. He said, nah, turn the news on. I hopped up, threw my shoes on. It's yellow tape all around the place, that shit's looking like war zone. You made it home well good then. Stay low and stay in. We gotta get your ass out of town on the next thing that smoke.
Right now I'm gone off the Remy, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, plus I'm gone off the Henny too. I'm gonna get the paper, can't be laid up when you a paper chaser. Right now I'm gone off the Remy, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, plus I'm gone off the Henny too. I'm gonna get the cheddar, got no time to play house, I gotta get it.
Need graphics? Contact Art by Guilty Da Vinci. Logos, flyers, mixtape covers, CD layouts, business cards, designs, and more. Hit him up. Follow him on Facebook and IG at Art by Guilty Da Vinci. Or hit his email, artby@guiltydavinci.com.
All right, that's the Rush Hour Traffic featuring the homie Mouth and Monopoly Family, man. And when I first heard this joint, bro, it sounded like it was a shootout scene on the freeway somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As far as the music wise, that's set up for that. And then when you can hear the lyrics, I can see like like I said, a shootout scene, and I can just hear the lyrics in the background of that joint, man. So it definitely, like you said, it's kind of like an action pack on wax. It was definitely a dope joint, man.
Yeah,
definitely a dope joint.
Appreciate that. Definitely start off the album with a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? Upbeat, catch people's attention, and you know what I'm saying, and still hone them in. So you know what I'm saying, that's like the first real story of the album per se.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, and it really kind of sets the tone for a lot of what's to come. And there's no other track really like it. I think I tried to keep all the tracks really unique.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying, in a sense. You know what I'm saying, and keep the stories definitely unique but still intense.
Yeah,
and still have that action. I love action movies, man. I love action movies. My first mixtape, The Last Boy Scout, was based off of The Last Boy Scout, the Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans flick. So you know what I'm saying, I love those movie scores.
Mm-hmm.
And when it sounds like it's been sampled into the hip hop, it just makes it feel real action packed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that joint is definitely something that I could see like in Bad Boys 3. You know
if they finally drop it, please.
Exactly. Well, I know we were talking about the storytelling aspect of this. What is it that actually put that idea in your head, man? What was it, like a aha moment where you was kind of like, yo, let me just do something like that. Let me just put a whole project together where I'm just telling stories.
I really, like you said, I really wanted to challenge, the artistry of what's going on right now, and challenge myself
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, because I love music, and I do love writing, and I feel like if people gravitate to this the right way, who knows? Or maybe a movie script is next.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I love the action pack. And write in different formats and different stories. And yeah, I felt like there was a void to be filled. You know what I mean? I felt like there was a void to be filled. You know, I feel like people haven't gotten a dose to something like that in a little while. Yeah, I felt like it was so necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, a lot of my favorite joints, you know, were, you know, the storytelling joints off the album. So I was like, you know what? Why not have an album of straight stories? You know what I'm saying? Like, why not?
So let's talk about this next joint. This one surprised me, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because this is one of my favorite MCs in the game too. Is Prodigy featured on this Monopoly Mobb joint with John Jiggs, another one of my favorite MCs right now in the game, man. So how did this collaboration come about, man? And R.I.P. Prodigy too. R.I.P.
Word, yeah, definitely, man. R.I.P. Prodigy, Mobb Deep forever. Yeah, man, that was real humbling, man, for the way this track came together. And what was so crazy about it is, you know, obviously me and Jiggs heard each other's verses, and then and like I said, shout out to my engineer Mike West, who was able to secure that unreleased Prodigy verse for me. Mm-hmm. And it was kind of crazy. Like, I'm talking about like OGs, you know, cooking up, and and it goes into Prodigy's verse, and he's like, you know what I'm saying, the OG, and he's cooking up, getting it done. So it was real dope the way it all came together. Verbal Beats produced it. Mm-hmm. A lot of boom bap. He actually did a lot of the boom bap, you know, real hardcore hip hop joints on the album. It was crazy. Yeah, it's definitely OG approved. Yeah. We actually got a video. The video should be dropping real soon.
Dope.
For that as well. That's gonna be the third video off the project. So, you know, yeah, God willing, everything. I know people wanted me to do, you know, videos for that Rush Hour 2, mm-hmm. that Rush Hour Traffic joint. I know it's gonna be very difficult because it's so active, so much going on. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying, shout out to Seven the Prophet, my videographer. He actually shot all 3 videos on the project for me, and Get the Strap, Little Man Got Heart, and now that Monopoly Mobb. So you know, definitely, I didn't even see the Monopoly Mobb yet, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how that came about. But yeah, no, it's definitely humbling, man, to get, you know, one of the artists that I've listened to and got me through tough times. You know what I'm saying? Mobb Deep, and
yeah,
you know, humbling. You know, unfortunately, I've been in Queensbridge a lot. I know that's your old hood.
Yeah, man. It was good hearing his voice again, man. Just because it's kind of like you forget that he's not around. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, and when you hear that voice, it's like, wow. It kind of, you smile and then you get sad again when you hear it, man.
Yeah. He was such a unique artist, and you know what I'm saying. He even said it himself, like he's not like a real rhyming artist. Like, he made it cool to not say words that rhyme. He made it cool, and I'm sure Hennessy owes him, you know, and his family a ton of royalties. I'm sure, because you know, I feel like brothers wasn't drinking Hennessy until he kind of came about, and you know, so he had it across his shirt. You know what I'm saying? Definitely made it like a black staple.
Definitely, man.
African American community, man. So definitely
for sure, man. For sure. Make me go throw my joint on real quick, man. Well, let's get into this Monopoly Mobb joint featuring John Jiggs and the late great Prodigy of Mobb Deep. And we'll be right back. Mixtape show listening sessions, man. We got the homie Rockwelz in the building, man. Let's go.
Cheap.
Stop, prompt breaks the Reebok. The beat's not likely to go deaf for eavesdrop. No shit I can spit. You need not search for a nigga with no teeth that beatbox. Looking hard, but you won't find better than the bartender. Serve more shots than a veteran. Pull the mag and buzz fast like a Minuteman. That's if you short with the cake, no intimates. 2 of those left him bleeding from the hip. Crying on the strips, not dripping from his lip. Damn. I thought you was a thug, homie, saw a little blood, you disappointing like the Knicks. Homie, don't waste my time, my chick bad, I don't waste her fine, I get mine. She get hers first, I follow behind, got my mind on my money, then I'm back on my grind. Smart brother with a hustler's way of life, where you don't gotta pay the check to pay the price. But you say what you said, you ain't say it right. And if you ain't straight with the numbers, then you make it right. Serving out the truck like Big Worm, but fascinated how my OG wrist turn. When will you kids learn what call next for when it's his turn? John Jiggs, Monopoly Family. Sold it all from Reggie Miller to Reggie White. Roseanne Barnes, I got that heavy white. Flooded the market, I broke the levy twice. Trust me, if they want it, I'm on it, ain't got to tell me twice. Now they see I'm the wrong tree to be barking up. Come and try swim with a shark, but they ain't sharp enough. Plenty fire and arson up in my arsenal. Roll a nigga up in the carpet just like a carpenter. This is slick talk, hotter than a pitchfork. Birth name John, but usually I'm the victor. Got money, I'm just trying to get more. Niggas would get cut for fucking with the jigsaw. The toughest to ever bust it, they love it. It's nothing, I was just trying to put some food in the cupboard. Deep rooted, I'm the root of discussion. I can prove it, I show you niggas what to do with a budget.
I got 6 burners on a Viking stove top. That Pyrex glass, not enough, I need a pot that'll feed the whole hood like a soup kitchen. Bitch, you should get a chef head, fuck kissing them. Where I churn the butter, got my motherfucking arm hurting. Phone ringing off the hook, call me back, I'm working. Resi on my fingers, it seep through my pores. But my hands too sweaty for the motherfucking gloves. Put the food in the hand grinder and bag it up.
Need to boost your career? Looking for a radio booking agent or publicist? How about a public and artist relations and development extraordinaire? Look no further. Globally, we got a writer and journalist, MJ Savino, representing MJ's Hip Hop Connects. Your one-stop shop for promotion, marketing, artist relations, and artist development. Contact us for a complete list of services, prices, and packages. Follow MJ's Hip Hop Connects on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and SoundCloud at MJ's Hip Hop Connects, and that's CONNEX. Serious inquiries only.
All right, Monopoly Mobb featuring the homie RIP Prodigy and John Jiggs, man. That joint right there, bro. Y'all, like I said, y'all surprised me on that one, man. Like I was telling you off air, I didn't get the actual title tracks initially. I got just the songs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I heard his voice, I flipped out. I was like, "Oh, Prodigy!"
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
So with that feature, was that something that because I know you said you and Jiggs had the verses and everything. Was that something that kind of at the last minute came in where it was like, "Yo, we can get this Prodigy verse on there"?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, pretty much. And the engineer, he had the verse, and it made sense. Like it wasn't like, wasn't something that was like forced or anything. Like it made sense for the track.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't even know he had it on there. He just sent it to me, let me hear. I was like, whoa. Bro. Like, come on, man.
I hear that, man. So, man, like we mentioned earlier, man, when the Monopoly family in general, we just had Mouth on a couple weeks ago. We did the same thing, a listening session, and you guys are just pumping out. And Jiggs is like an animal right now with the releases, man. You guys are pumping out quality work, man. It's literally like I was telling Mouth, like you guys have been releasing these solo joints, but you guys are featured on a lot of joints, and you guys interact with each other so much. It's literally like a triple CD right now. You know what I mean?
It's a monopoly. It's a monopoly.
Exactly. It kind of reminded me of Outkast when they did the Love Below speaker box kind of thing. Yeah, where it's just like, you guys got your solo albums and y'all just put it together as a package kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely, that's how we all started out, you know what I mean, as solo artists, with our own identity. So, I definitely think it's dope that, we can still get together and then, people can know who we are individually and know what we put together as a group. And I think that just makes it that much more solid and powerful when we reconnect.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely listen out for them next Monopoly joints. We cooking up right now. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to stay working and stay bringing in the best possible quality product that we can. You know what I'm saying? You know, and not for nothing, just, you know, show the same reason why I dropped that Monopoly Mob, you know what I'm saying, with no hook, no nothing. You know, we just want to be like, yo, like, even though it's stories, you know, we still equipped with the bars, you know what I'm saying? So that's not a question. I love making songs. I love making songs with concepts, but you know, the bars is always there for anybody who doubt it.
Definitely, and that's a good segue, because the next one I want to talk about was that Wizard of Bars. So you may have even answered that question, man, because I was going to ask you, man, what was the goal when you put this joint out as far as Wizard of Bars? Would you want to get across on that one?
Yeah, I like actually my it's kind of crazy because my little man, my son Sincere, he was in a play last year, The Wizard of Oz, that his after school put on, and I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I know they had the Wiz, I know they had the different takes on the Wizard of Oz, but you never had the Wizard of Bars. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, and I just had to bring it back to the streets, you know, relatable story for, you know what I mean, for my folks that, you know, both know Wizard of Oz and knows how it goes down, you know what I'm saying, when you meet a beautiful young lady, and, you know what I'm saying, you might get surprised when that curtain gets pulled, you know what I mean, at the end, you know what I'm saying, and yeah, you know, shout out to K Slugger out in Sweden who produced that.
Okay.
That's one of the beats we were able to procure while we was out there on tour with John Jiggs out there last year. So
out in the UK. Yeah, that's right. You guys went overseas, huh? How'd that go for you guys?
Yeah, it was excellent, man. It was excellent, man. And you know, K Slugger and his crew, they just like us, man. It felt like, you know, like I was like, yeah, it felt a lot different being in a different, you know what I mean, country or different countries. But it was really dope to see, like, you know, like they were like a lot similar to really similar to us. Like, you know, said when they started talking, you know, the language was crazy, but
yeah.
But you know, as far as you know, for hip hop and the way they move and react, it was very, very similar.
Very similar. Dope. Well, let's get into this Wizard of Bars joint. This is one of my favorite joints, by the way, on here too. Well, the whole album was my favorite joint, but this one I like. This is one of the standout joints because the production on it and the lyrics too caught me. So into this Wizard of Bars, we got the homie Rockwelz in the building, Mixtape Show listening sessions, and big shout out to Miss MJ Savino for setting this up for us. And you know, if you guys out there listening and you want to take your career to the next level, man, you need to holler at MJ Savino. That's at MJ's Hip Hop Connects, and that's CONNEX. Just look it up online, man. She'll take care of you, but have a budget. Don't be cheap. You know what I mean? All right, man. Let's get to this Wizard of Bars joint. We'll be right back.
Chit.
Fair maiden, curl-headed like Sanaa Lathan. Come close so I could book you like my rhyme pages. You need a man that's young, flying dangerous. Got cowards lying to you soon as your red bottoms hit the pavement. Posted like some scarecrows to get some brain. Sounded like the same old same. She called me Tim, man, I had all this metal on me. Bling. Asked her name and she said Dorothy. I could take you places where you wanna go. Just hop inside the ride, them hills will break on this brick road. Where you headed? She said Oz. Never heard of it, kinda odd. But I've been out on AZ for OZs with a couple homies, but keep that on the low key. I wanna get to know her, but I took it slowly. Little bad freckle face, red bone with a Yorkie. Look, I choose you if I had 3 wishes, cause my heart turned cold messing with these wicked witches. Damn. And you belong with the Flyers. I don't own the jet, but I know the pilot. I made a left and another right. Can I see you on another night? She hopped out, blew a kiss at a nigga, said thanks for the ride, my man plays for the Wizards. Probably say that to all the girls. She think I say that to all the girls. Wizard of Bars. Probably say that to all the girls. She think I say that to all the girls. Probably say that to all the girls. She think I say that to all the girls. Come on, man. Saying that to all the girls. Saying this to all the girls.
yet. Not yet. All right, that was that Wizard of Bars joint, man. I like that joint right there, man.
Yeah. Had to do something for the ladies because, you know, I mean, you know, even though LL New J was straight for the ladies, so I was like, you know what, give him one last joint on that type of time.
And it was kind of a little bit of slick talk in there too, so you know what I'm saying, you had to keep it a little funky for the ladies.
all the time. That's all the time. You already know.
So we heard a little bit with this next joint, man. This is one of the joints that definitely got my attention before the project dropped. That Little Man Got Heart, featuring Fred the Godson. How did that collabo happen? How did that get sparked up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely shout out to Fred the God. Yeah, and dope lyricist from the BX, man. I feel like he's been bodying beats and bars for so long, like, and he's still not quite yet getting his due, and I think his best is still yet to come.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I just, you know, connected with him on many shows, you know, throughout the city, and I happened to be leaving La Marina.
La Marina.
Off the source, I happened to bump into him. He was having dinner with his wifey, so I didn't interrupt him too long. But you know I'm saying, he definitely, you know, I ain't even expecting to get up. You know what I'm saying, got up from the table, you know, came show love and everything. Chopped it up for a minute. I sent him the track. He heard what I was working on. You know what I'm saying. Let his peeps hear it in the studio. They were feeling the track, so I was like, yeah, most definitely. You know what I'm saying. We definitely got to get on that. So yeah, man, he came through on the verse, did his thing on that verse. Then he pulled up for the video, man. He pulled up for the video.
Mm-hmm.
We shot that out in the BX. It was a real dope vibe, good vibes, man. Peace, dude. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, guys like that guy gotta win, man. Just peace, humble dudes with bars, man. That's you know what we strive for. That's what we be around. So
exactly. And this joint in particular too stands out to me because it's so crystal clear as far as the words and the lyrics in this joint. Like everything you guys are saying, I can see that. And that's before the video even came out. So when you guys dropped the video, it was even like, wow, it's just like I kind of imagined. You know what I'm saying? So to me, this is storytelling at its finest for both of you guys. And it's dope, bro. This is a dope joint right here.
We appreciate you. Yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely like, you know, as much fiction is on the album, you know, it's definitely a lot of nonfiction as well, a lot of, you know, factual events. And, you know what I'm saying? You know, we definitely were those little men that they got a heart because, you know, we all been there and it's not an easy transition. You know what I'm saying? When you're around those ages, 18, 19, 20, still trying to, you know, 17, you know, you're out on the streets, you're still trying to figure out how to make a name for yourself in this world. And you know, especially in a city like, you know, you gotta have heart. Especially, you know, coming from our atmospheres, and you know, definitely wanted to put some out that, you know, folks can relate to.
Yeah,
that also been there, and not for nothing, also for the OGs to hear it. You know what I'm saying? You know, if we don't like what's going on, if we don't, you know, we may not like, you know, the clothing that they wearing, or, you know, whatever, you know, they got going on, the different sounds, but you know, but the struggle is similar, and, you know what I'm saying, maybe, you know, maybe that's where we step in, because maybe they're just missing that little guidance. You know what I'm saying? Saying that, you know, maybe even if we didn't have it, you know what I'm saying, if we in a position to give it to them. So, you know what I'm saying, kind of groom them a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it was all about.
Yeah, and from as a listener on this track, I can hear too, like, it's like you guys are telling the stories, but it's like no judgment. It's kind of like, you know, this is what's going on. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not coming from perspective of we trying to preach or we trying to teach. This is more like, this is what's going on. This was, you know, this is what the guys got to do to like I said, make it in these streets too. So it's kind of dope too. It doesn't turn you off as far as the preachy, judgy kind of joint. You know? Right.
No, and that's a fact. I mean, at the end of the day, you can't approach these kids like that because, you know what I'm saying, you know, just being straight up knowing myself, like you couldn't tell me anything at 17, 18. I was grown. I was grown. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you could give me, all we could do is give advice. That's the same thing, you know what I mean, anybody could have done then. You know, you try to give advice, and that's about it, because you know, at the end of the day, you know, guys, that's how we learn. You know, we have to stump our toe to learn. We have to bump our head to learn.
Exactly. Yeah, don't tell me it's hot. Just let me feel it, right?
That's it. So,
Dope, man. Well, let's get into this Little Man Got Heart joint, and for the viewers out there who watching this on the YouTube pages and the Facebook, man, you guys actually gonna get to see the video for this one for the viewers, man. So definitely, artists out there, you got to get those visuals up, man. You get on the show, we get to show those joints, man. So for the radio audience, you'll hit the hear it. Like I said, for the visual audience, you guys will get to see this video right now. So let's get into this Little Man Got Heart, and we'll be right back after this. The homie Rockwelz is gracious enough to join us tonight, man. So appreciate you doing this with me, bro.
Oh, already, man. Thank you for having me, brother.
No problem. Let's get into this joint. Let's do it.
Lil' man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil' man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there for. Lil' man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down and played his corner just like he was taught. Lil' man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Damn thing, yeah. Homie discouraged, but he ain't depressed. Smoking the cess, put his mind at rest. With his niggas, trying to make real figures. So he figures the plot to take the block, whether they like it or not. Closed mouths don't get fed. He young, but if he can't get paid like a man, he should be dead or die trying. Other cats ain't take kindly to him stomping on their turf, and they asking for his ID. AKA what set you claiming, then proceed to rough him up with the homie he came with. But homie, he had it tough. Busted like 2 in the crowd and made him duck. Yeah, he got the juice now. Told his man, look, this is how we hold a spot down. And from there, little homie made his name in the game. Started from a quarter pound. Lil' man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil' man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there for. Lil' man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down and played his corner just like he was taught. Lil' man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs.
Lil' man brave. Look at all the money that he saved. His friends played while he got his mom's bills paid. Shot up the block, the little nigga still sprayed. After the smoke cleared, the nigga still stayed. At that little age, she probably feel afraid. But he still grinding a G. Funny thing, he remind me of me. Young boy, but around the elite. Uncle found me at least. He was homeless, couldn't find him a lease. I wanted joints, mama found me a lease. My dog going crazy, had to find him a leech. Father dropped jewels, I was around for the speech. Little man got hard, he get down when it beats. Raised uptown in these streets.
Lil' man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil' man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there for. Lil' man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down and played his corner just like he was taught. Lil' man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Damn thing, yeah. What don't kill you will make you tougher. Weight on your back just make you buffer. Was trying to climb up, and they just wanna take you back to where you was to fuck em. As a little homie, paid dues, they all got socked in the head. Thinking homie a clown, he ain't a fool. Drop flames on whatever his name on, till he reigned supreme. His 16s was a brainstorm. Figured a better way to get cash. All his homies caught up in the game from living fast. Old heads talk to him, but been in the position where you hungry and only baking soda in the fridge. Baby mama tripping out, trying to stay positive with negative the bank account. Just a product of his environment, try and get it in the best way that he know how. Let's go. Lil' man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil' man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there for. Lil' man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down and played his corner just like he was taught. Lil' man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Damn thing, yeah. Lil' man got callus on his fingers with his niggas breaking Dutchess apart. Lil' man got heart, outnumbered niggas jumped him in the park. He ain't run, now he stayed there for. Lil' man got heart, he got an 8-ball, broke it down and played his corner just like he was taught. Lil' man got heart, and when the cops came and raided the spot, he ain't say a damn thing to them narcs. Damn thing, yeah.
Little Man Got Heart. Got the homie Rockwelz featuring Fred the Godson. Sounds like a dope. Were you guys actually in the studio when y'all did that, or was it just kind of like you passed the track on to him and he did it? I think you said that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we weren't able to. I already had the track kind of done, just about when I sent it to him. So he was able to do his thing, and you know what I'm saying. And honestly, a lot of times you still get the same energy when when you're professional and you know how to carry off for the next artist. What I mean, where they taking the track and everything, and especially when you see the division of the track. You know what I'm saying. Definitely the cohesiveness a lot better. So he still was able to do his thing, and I think it came out dope. So
definitely, bro, definitely, man. So what's the feedback you've been hearing about this album, man? Like I said, I'll give you my feedback here in a minute, but what have you been hearing so far?
I mean, to be honest, like I've been real humbled, man. I've been real humbled because it's been a lot of good feedback, a lot of great feedback off the album, and what I'm saying is people still digest it. Like I feel like my goal is to have people's favorites change. Because a lot of people like the Rush Hour Traffic joint. Stands out because it's I think it's because it's so upbeat. As well as the Head Over Sleep joint, because I performed that. I actually threw that on there because I performed it, so much throughout the city, and people, so I see the way people gravitated towards it, and it catches them off guard. And I felt like New York really didn't have a get head anthem since North.
Since North,
like real times, I felt like it's a little trappy, but it's necessary. And so people really gravitate towards that too. But I feel like after the initial listens happen and you get off of the initial speed and hypeness of the project, I think that's when people really hone in and get different favorites and get a lot. But yeah, I've still been getting a lot of different favorites. I mean, even like Count Racula, I wasn't sure if that one was gonna make the album, and because it's so different, it's so abstract and it's so animated. I wasn't 100% sure, but I'm like, you know what? If not this project, then when? Because this is, what I'm saying, this is abstract as you can get it with the different stories.
Yeah.
And that's a story in itself. I feel like takes a certain generation to blend to still be able to appreciate the Muppets analogies and the Sesame Street analogies, and still kind of vibe with the upbeat new school type of beat.
Definitely.
So I felt like and it is some people's favorite as well. So it's like so it kind of throws me off. I don't know what people really looking for because so many people has different favorites on albums. So I guess that's a good thing.
Yeah, definitely, man. I was gonna say that too. Like I can't, because you asked me earlier off air what's my favorite joint. I can't answer that, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, just because I'm a moody listener. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yep. Yeah. I'm the same way.
There's some days where like if I'm in the office or working, I got my headphones in. I gotta hear some stuff that's gonna get me through the frustrations of work. So I'll listen to that Rush Hour Traffic joint just because of the energy. The Monopoly Mobb joint is definitely one of those energy joints where if I'm having a bad one, I gotta hear some. You kind of want to hear some ignorant shit sometimes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Get the Strap that's definitely one of my favorites. That's definitely, when I first heard that one, I was like blown away because I know you talked about it prior. When we talked last about it, you was like, yeah, it's coming. It's a little bit different. So I didn't know what to expect, but when I heard it, I was like, yeah, I like this joint. And Taste of Revenge. It's dope, bro. It's a bunch of, it's just, like I said, I'm a moody listener. So, if I'm in the car, I listen to a certain joints. If I'm just chilling at the house, I listen to it. So like Wizard of Bars, that's when I'm kind of like in the room in the back, just vibing out. I'll throw that on. You know what I mean? So it's definitely a well-rounded project. You gave us plenty of joints, man. You don't see too many projects over 6 or 7 songs, and you gave us 12.
Yeah.
In the 40 minutes, I mean, that's you did your thing on this one, man. So I definitely, it's in my personal collection. It's definitely in my personal collection. I have purchased a copy on iTunes too because I was like, got to support the brother. So
I appreciate you.
Dope record, bro. I would definitely recommend this to the hip hop heads out there to get this joint. you know, you can't go wrong with this joint, man. So congratulations on this one, man.
Man, definitely, man. I'm humbled. Once again, man, it's been a long time in the making, and I definitely appreciate you featuring that Get the Strap too, man. Definitely.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you was the single of the month. Yeah, and y'all got to stop putting out these hits, man, because y'all are clogging up the single of the months, man. We had Jiggs a couple months ago. You know what I'm saying? I got Mouth in the run-ins for the next month, man. So we got some joy.
Yeah, but we gotta, you know, we definitely try to set the bar high, man. So anybody who jumps on NGI, DJ Kwan, so they gotta make sure they come correct, man.
You got to, man. That's because bars matter here on the show, man. So I'll tell you what, man. Let's do a Rockwelz pick, man. What does Rockwelz want to listen to right now?
I tell you what. Since we're in that same zone, let's do what your life like. That's actually What Your Life Like is actually the last track that I recorded for the project.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying, I just felt like it was a story that was necessary as well for it, and I'm really happy that I was able to get that in before I close up the project. And yeah, it's just, you know, once again, a real street tale inspired by real events, man, and real folks. And yeah, man, I think the reals could really relate to this joint. And you know, I listen to that one too when I'm trying to get through the day, and you know what I'm saying, I'm just trying to push through, and you know what I'm saying, it's cold outside and it's hoodie weather, and you know, you got to get where you're going. And you know, it's definitely one of the joints that kind of gets me through the day. So
let me ask you this real quick. On some of these joints where you kind of pulled from real life events that may not have been yours, did you get a chance to talk to maybe some of those people prior to writing these songs or after recording these songs about these tracks, and kind of, you know, letting them know, hey man, I'm writing about this, or is it just something?
Well, not really. I don't need no permission because I was there.
Okay. I'm just want to know. Okay. All right. Because I know some artists may write what other people go through, and they kind of talk to them about it just to kind of get some more details and stuff like that. So that's even doper. You know, you were there.
I was there, man. And, you know, I try to share my story because I'm, you know, I feel like I'm blessed to be one of the few that made it and couldn't, you know, wasn't limited as far as where I could take the story. And, you know, and like I said, you know, I was, you know, doing a lot of the same things that they were doing, and, you know, unfortunately they're not around to be able to tell their story.
Gotcha.
So I definitely, you know, feel like it was not necessarily something I needed to ask, but something that I felt like it was only right that I did.
Gotcha. I hear that, man. Well, let's get into this. What Your Life Like? This is Rockwelz pick off of that project. What do we call it? Do we call it Rockwelz Stories, or are we gonna call this one AESOP Stories? What do you want to call it?
Hey man, Rock Stories by AESOP, aka Rockwelz Stories.
There we go, man. All right, we're gonna get into this. What Your Life Like, and we'll be right back. Mixtape Show listening sessions, man.
Yep.
You see, these stories are a compilation of just the things we go through from adolescence to manhood. You know, you can't ever forget these things because they make you who you are. You know? What's your life like, homie? Mine's is dope, getting cream, getting to my dreams, I might buy a boat. Got the Cuban link, think I might buy a rope chain. Here's the thing, run the game like it's cardio. What's your life like, homie? Mine's is hard, got an F, trying to find work, can't get a job. That man chain swinging, might have to get him robbed. Don't wanna do it, either that or a nigga starve. Got niggas on both sides of the spectrum, both living life reckless, it's hard for me to lecture on. My homie struggling, been down since the basement. Both been broke, so it's hard to tell him patience. Told a little deuce at 16, he ain't playing, that's my dog, but I see my nigga changing. I had it hard, but my nigga had it harder. No fam, I'm cracked out and never knew his father. Running with some old heads, more guns, more product. Got caught and did a bid, got him on a couple charges. He out now, but it's like he playing catch up. I got him a gig, but it ain't paid fast enough. You ask me, he got used to the food and the rules outside the institution. He ain't know what to do, he right back with the mask and the tool. Late night, he gon' act a fucking fool. What's your life like, homie? Mine's is dope, getting cream, getting to my dreams, I might buy a boat. Got the Cuban link, think I might buy a rope. Chain, here's the thing, run the game like it's cardio. What's your life like, homie? Mine's is hard, got an F, trying to find work, can't get a job. That man chain swinging, might have to get him robbed. Don't wanna do it, either that or a nigga starve. My homie folks had money, I never doubted them. Nonetheless, yo, I'm proud of them. Found a way to stay focused through the dames and the games. Play ball, but got a scholarship straight off grades. Got a full tuition, went to school for business. Always said he get the all-black Porsche, my nigga did. Always remind me of the time you got caught with an ounce in your locker, and I told him that it wasn't his. I took the rap fool, you knew that you would make it. You could buy a spaceship next, my nigga, you don't owe me shit. But if that bad chick you with got a twin sister, man, go ahead and let your homie hit. I always told him that you gotta be cautious when you back around the hood, but he lacks street smart shit. We used to play GoldenEye, bumping CNN. On the news I see he got robbed, watching CNN. What's your life like, homie? Mine's is dope, getting cream, getting to my dreams, I might buy a boat. Got the Cuban link, think I might buy a rope. Chain, here's the thing, run the game like it's cardio. What's your life like, homie? Mine's is hard, got an F, trying to find work, can't get a job. That man chain swinging, might have to get him robbed. Don't wanna do it, either that or a nigga starve. How I'm living, I'm just trying to stay focused. I'm humble, they won't admit that I'm nice and they know it. Negotiating deals before the market closes. I can get it by any means, your 2 cents can hold it. I'm just a good rapper and a great father, dog. My son turned 16, I'm a blessing with the catalog. Why? Cause leaving the inheritance is boss, but a tree with no roots is lost. Up in the wind I repent and pray my sins don't affect my next of kin. Society make you think you can't do it when you can. Went from being a real nigga, now I'm a real man. Been to hell and back and do it again for the fam. Rebuke any excuse they use as distractions. God's good, so living's good no matter what happens. Rebuke any excuse used as distractions. God's good, so good no matter what happens. I'm blessed, blessed, so blessed, man. Yeah, like to thank y'all for tuning in. You could do it, man. Don't never think you can't. Rock Stories by AESOP. Don't get no realer. Salute. Monopoly.
What's your life like, Rockwelz? What's your life like, man? Tell the people what's your life like right now, man.
Hey, man, life is good, man. Every day you can wake up in the morning, man, take a breath. You got another 24 hours to make it the best life that you possibly can. So, you know what I'm saying? As long as you got health, man, you know, you got health, you got wealth. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what my life is like, man.
Dope,
Trying to
man.
live.
So for the artists out there who may want to collab or something, man, what's the best way we can get a hold of you?
Yeah, man, most definitely, man. Definitely holler at me, man. You like what you hear, you want to work. I'm here, man. Easiest route is, I guess, damn, I got so many outlets, but the easiest route is jumping on that monopoly.com, X's instead of O's. Jump on the website, monopoly.com, X's instead of O's. Got the email list on there. Join the email list. Shoot us a message. You know what I'm saying? I got all my social media links on there at Forbes Living. You know what I'm saying? You can reach out over there too through DM. You know what I'm saying? Melodic Management 2017 at gmail.com. You can send a message that way, or you can send a stork with some bars tied to his feet, man. Throw them in the air, man, and just get them to me, man. Get the bars to me, man, and you know, come correct, and we'll make it happen.
That's right. Send one of those Mike Tyson pigeons, right? Dope, man. So what's the plans for the rest of 2019, man, with this project? You gonna try to hit the road and tour it, or what we got in plans?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm definitely not gonna rush past this project at all. You know, if I drop anything else, it'll just be singles or really just Monopoly family stuff. You know, John Jiggs is next. He's been you know what I'm saying, he got about 5-6 projects lined up with.
For real.
Make sure you're ready for that flurry when it comes, man. You know what I'm saying? He's coming well equipped. You know, we just gonna continue to do what we do, man. We at SOBs on the 15th. Just did Black Thorn 51. We just wanna showcase there. Want a beat from Amadeus from Bad Boy.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying. We just trying to stay current, stay active. You know what I'm saying. Monopoly Family. We got more collective music. You know what I'm saying. We all did our solo joints. So after Jiggs drop, please believe, you know what I'm saying, you could definitely anticipate some more Monopoly bangers mixed in between that. You know what I'm saying? I know they're trying to get us back out there to Europe, God willing.
Dope.
God willing, you know, by summertime. So yeah, man, you know, we just gonna continue to try to bring the best possible product out there, and you know, we salute you once again for supporting, you know what I'm saying, independent hip hop, because everything we do right now is all out of pocket, all out of love, and you know, all for the fans. And
I know that, man. I was just about to say that too. I was gonna say, I know it's a struggle with being an independent artist, man. But this is the type of project that I would love to see, like a video for every track, man, and just kind of make a story out of it, a real story out of that. That'd be kind of dope.
You know, I just might, because honestly, like I said, I really don't want to rush past it, because I want to make sure that it hits everybody it's supposed to hit and touches everybody it's supposed to touch. So I'm definitely gonna you know, say take my time with this project, and I feel like it's worth it. I feel like it has enough dynamics to you know, to catch people's attention long enough that I don't have to rush it.
Definitely, man, definitely. Well, like always, brother, like I said, man, with anything we can do to help support this project, just let us know, man, and we got you covered on this side of town, man.
You already know, man. Listen, anybody listening from Texas, man, feel like what y'all hear, man, holler at your promoters, man. Tell them, you know, we didn't make South by Southwest this year, but, you know what I'm saying, we got a couple things in the works, and God willing, next year we'll be out there. Tell your promoters, man. Tell your promoters you want Monopoly Family, you want Rockwelz, you want Mouth, you want John Jiggs. You want them in your city. So, you know what I'm saying, we definitely make that trip and make that happen for sure.
I am actually working on that right now. Stay tuned.
Absolutely.
Making some connections out here with some dope artists in Dallas and some people that can make some stuff happen. So stay tuned. Stay by the phone. It's coming.
All right, already.
I'll tell you what, man. I wanted to close it out with another visual for the TV audience, man. I want to close it out with that Get the Strap. And it's definitely it came out right around the time when 50 was kind of broadcasting Get the Strap, but his meant a different way. Real quick, explain to the people, man. What is Rockwell's version of Get the Strap?
Yeah, so definitely shout out to Gutter Brown Productions, man. That's my homie from the BX that produced that joint for me. Yeah, I just wanted to put something out. Offhand, you know, 50 Cent, you could go that way. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. No malice to him. He was in that Bill Cosby video for Jiggs. But I wanted to showcase, you know what I'm saying, I feel it's my responsibility to showcase a different outlook, because I've seen it, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it when it gets ugly, when the beef gets grimy, and, you know what I'm saying, I've seen people's shirt get bloody in front of me, and it's not what you see on TV, and it gives you a different feeling than what you see on TV. So I definitely want to showcase, you know what I mean, if the beef is not that serious, bring it back to the hand skills. You know what I'm saying? It's not always that serious where you got to bring it to the weapons, bring it to the gun violence. And, you know what I'm saying, we losing too many because of it. Yeah, anybody that's seeing the video is watching the video, you know what I'm saying, it gets real graphic, but it's real, man. It's as real as I could bring it to you, because it's an important subject to me, and it's definitely important that you know, people realize the severity of these situations.
Definitely. My pops used to always tell me, "There's no shame in coming home with a black eye." You know, at least you came home.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
We've all done it. We've all done it. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some, but you live.
You live. That's the most important part. You live, man. Well, Rockwelz, man, I definitely appreciate you doing this and taking time out with us, man. This ain't the usual Artist of the Week interview, man. So you spent about an hour with us. So I definitely appreciate you doing this with us, man. And like I said, for the listeners out there and the viewers, man, this is definitely a project you want to go get. It's nothing but dope hip hop, dope bars, and it's available on all digital platforms, right?
Yep. Everywhere.
Definitely get that.
Rockwelz Stories with a Z. Rock Stories by AESOP. Definitely, man. Just type that in. Use your smartphone smartly. And, you know, and definitely support a good project, man. We appreciate y'all for sure.
And go ahead and purchase that. It's not wrong purchasing music too. That means you own it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I mean, it's gonna be online forever, but you know what I'm saying? I like purchasing because, you know what I mean, you streaming, you know, you lose. I'm on the train a lot, you know, you lose service. I'm on the move. You know what I'm saying? When you got it, it's in the library. You got it. I think it's definitely worth it to be in the library. So definitely make sure y'all cop that, man.
Definitely, man. Well, thank you for your time, man. And like I said, we're going to close it out with this Get the Strap video for the people who watching it, and for the listeners, you guys can hear this joint, man. And when the next one comes around, man, come see us again, bro.
All right, you already know. You already know. Peace, brother. Appreciate it.
Anybody want to shout out real quick?
Yeah, most definitely, man. Shout out to MXNXPXLY Family, man. It's the team effort, man. There's nothing you could do by yourself, man. It's team effort, man. God willing. Shout out to MJ. She keeps me working, man. She keeps me red-eyed and tired, but you know what I mean? I love it, man. She keeps it cooking, man. PR management, melodic management. Listen, man, you know, we here, man. Shout out to everybody who got the project. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to everybody who's about to get the project. MXNXPXLY Mobb will be out real soon, so that's that next video. It may make the final cut of this. You never know.
You never know. You never know.
Man. But y'all definitely stay tuned, man. I appreciate y'all for having me.
Definitely. Let's get into this Get the Strap, man, and we're going to close it out for the night, man. Appreciate your time, brother.
All right. You already know. Appreciate you, G. Peace.
It's real shit, street shit. Eat that, streets need this one right here. All we hear is get the strap, homie, get the strap. After you let it go, ain't no coming back. To take it there, homie never wanted that. But losing respect, something he can't live with that. I'ma say something your OG probably should. If he ain't a threat to your livelihood, and if he ain't a threat to your family, taking a life ain't being a man to me. It's about time we had the conversation. Niggas die every day, ain't a proper statement. Fuck pride, be the reason why your daughter waiting. And you ain't coming home, your man made a statement. Told him exactly where to find a murder weapon. Where you working, trajectory of the shell cases. And he's the main one that was hyping you up, saying you soft for letting them get away with it. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, I'ma peel his cap. Get the strap, I'ma get him back. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, I'ma peel his cap. Get the strap, I'ma get him back. Most of the time ain't even no real beef. Picture dying off a chick that ain't even your chick. And now your face is on a t-shirt. And your poor mama is raising your kids. Picture doing years off from a dice game. Was it more than $1,000 on the floor? Now you got all the time to think about what you could've did, where you went wrong. Who are you to think nobody could fuck with you? You don't own the block, you just on the block. Truth is, the reason you got the tech with you, head of the chin check and the hair rock. In my presence, I says his body shaking. Heard about real niggas, but never met one. You ain't the shit, you just potty training. You only tough cause you got a gun. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, I'ma peel his cap. Get the strap, I'ma get him back. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, I'ma peel his cap. Get the strap, I'ma get him back. This gotta be the softest thing I ever seen. Wanna jump somebody cause you scared to fight him. I might get you jumped if you're Steven Seagal. Or your name, motherfucking Mike Tyson. Scared so you want me dead, it's part of the plot. You worse than a scarehead with a rookie partner. You should just apply for the job then. Have us in jail or dead right where they want us. I can't wait till they tell me that I'm soft for this one, so I can fight them all. One by one, that's win, lose or draw. I take it like a man and put ice on my jaw. See me as a threat, it's all mental. Take it outside if you feel I disrespect you. Hand block style from a Shaolin temple. Straight knock the bones out your dental. This is what men do. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, homie, get the strap. Get the strap, I'ma peel his cap. Get the strap, I'ma get him back. Get the strap, homie, get the